You've been lied to about lawn care. You think you need expensive fertilizers, endless watering, and back-breaking work to get a beautiful green lawn. What if I told you that was all wrong? What if the laziest person on your street could have the best lawn? Today, I'm going to show you 10 lazy tricks. These tricks work better than most of what the experts tell you. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about working smarter, not harder. By the end of this video, you'll see your lawn not as a chore, but as a simple, easy-to-manage part of your home. So, forget everything you thought you knew about lawn care. Let's get lazy. The biggest problem people face is that they fight against nature. They try to force their lawn to be something it's not. They see a single weed and panic. They think more water, more fertilizer, and more chemicals are the answer. But this just creates a weak lawn that depends on constant help. It's an endless cycle of work and spending money. The real secret is to create a lawn that takes care of itself. And that's where being lazy is actually a superpower. Let's start with trick number 1. Set your mower to its highest setting. Yes, you heard me. A high cut is a lazy cut, and it's the best thing for your grass. When you cut your grass tall, a few amazing things happen. First, the longer blades of grass provide more surface area for photosynthesis. This means your grass can make more food for itself, making it stronger and greener without you adding a single thing. Second, taller grass shades the soil. This keeps the soil cool and moist, so you don't have to water as often. It also blocks sunlight from reaching weed seeds, so they can't sprout. You're literally using your grass to kill weeds for you. How lazy and brilliant is that? People who scalp their lawns short are just inviting weeds and creating more work for themselves. Now for lazy trick number 2. Stop bagging your grass clippings. Seriously, leave them on the lawn. This is a technique called grass cycling. Those little clippings are packed with nitrogen and other nutrients. As they break down, they act as a natural, slow-release fertilizer. You're feeding your lawn for free every time you mow. Think about it. You're saving the effort of bagging. You're saving the money you would have spent on fertilizer, and you're reducing waste in landfills. The only time you might want to bag is if the grass is super long and wet, creating thick clumps. Otherwise, let those clippings fall. It's the ultimate win-win for lazy lawn owners. Trick number 3 might be my favorite. Water deeply, but not often. Many people think they need to water their lawn for 15 minutes every single day. This is one of the worst things you can do. It encourages shallow roots because the water never gets deep into the soil. The grass learns to depend on that daily sprinkle. If you miss a day, or if there's a heat wave, your lawn immediately gets stressed and turns brown. The lazy approach is to water once a week, but for a long time. We're talking about a deep soak that gets the water 6 inches down into the soil. This forces the grass roots to grow deep to find that water. Deep roots mean a tougher, more drought-resistant lawn. It can find its own water when things get hot and dry. You do less work watering, and your lawn becomes stronger. To check if you've watered enough, just stick a screwdriver into the ground. If it goes in easily, about 6 inches, you're good. Let's move on to lazy trick number 4. Embrace a little diversity. A perfect uniform. Single type of grass lawn is a myth for most people, and it's a magnet for problems. A lawn with only one type of grass is like a sitting duck. If a disease or pest comes along that targets that specific grass, your entire lawn is gone. The lazy solution is to have a mix. A little bit of clover, for example, is fantastic. Clover is a legume, which means it pulls nitrogen from the air and puts it into the soil, fertilizing your grass for free. It also stays green during droughts when your grass might be struggling. So, if you see some clover, don't rush for the weed killer. See it as a helpful friend that's making your lawn healthier and reducing your workload. Trick number 5 is about timing. Specifically, the timing of your fertilizing. If you're going to fertilize, and remember, with grass cycling, you won't need much. Do it in the fall. Most people fertilize in the spring because they want that instant green up, but spring feeding encourages a lot of top growth before the roots are ready. Fertilizing in the fall, however, is different. The top growth is slowing down, so all that good energy goes straight to the roots. The lawn stores those nutrients all winter long. Then, in the spring, it uses that stored energy to wake up strong and healthy on its own. You get a better result with one well-timed application instead of multiple feedings throughout the year. One and done. That's a lazy strategy. Here's trick number 6, and it's a big one. Don't death-hatch or aerate unless you absolutely have to. People see these services advertised everywhere and think it's a required annual chore. Thatch is that layer of dead stuff between the grass and the soil. A thin layer is actually good. It acts like mulch. Dethatching is a harsh, stressful process for your lawn. You should only do it if the thatch layer is over half an inch thick and causing problems. The same goes for aeration, which is pulling plugs of soil out of the ground. It's only necessary for heavily compacted soil, like in areas with a ton of foot traffic. If your soil isn't compacted, you're just tearing up the lawn for no reason. A healthy lawn with deep roots, thanks to our deep watering trick, will help keep the soil from getting compacted in the first place. So, save your time and money. Okay, lazy trick number 7. Sharpen your mower blades. This might sound like work, but it saves you work in the long run. A dull mower blade doesn't cut the grass, it tears it. Tearing creates a ragged, ugly wound on each blade of grass. This stresses the plant and makes it more vulnerable to diseases. The tips will also turn brown, making your whole lawn look dull. A sharp blade, on the other hand, makes a clean, quick cut. The grass heals faster and stays greener. It's like the difference between surgery with a scalpel versus a butter knife. You only need to sharpen your blades once or twice a season. The 15 minutes you spend on this will make your mowing easier and your lawn healthier, reducing the need for other interventions later. Trick number 8 is for anyone with trees. Don't fight the shade. Grass needs sun. Trying to grow a perfect lawn under a big shady oak tree is a losing battle. You'll spend endless money on shade-tolerant seed that barely survives. You'll be fighting moss and bare patches forever. The lazy and smart solution is to give up. Stop trying to grow grass where it doesn't want to grow. Instead, create a mulch bed around the base of the tree. Use wood chips or another natural ground cover. It looks clean, it's great for the tree's health, and it means less area for you to mow and maintain. Work with your landscape, not against it. That's the core of being a lazy lawn genius. Let's talk about trick number 9. Use the right grass for your area. This seems obvious, but so many people get it wrong. They see a picture of a beautiful Kentucky bluegrass lawn and try to plant it in a hot, dry climate. It's a recipe for disaster and constant work. Do a tiny bit of research up front. Find out what grass types are native or well-suited to your climate. Are you in a cool season or warm season zone? Once you have the right grass established, it will thrive with minimal input from you. It will be naturally resistant to local pests and weather conditions. A little bit of planning at the beginning saves you hundreds of hours of labor down the road. Finally, we arrive at the 10th and ultimate lazy lawn trick. Do less. That's it. Just do less. Your lawn doesn't want to be fussed over every single day. Overwatering, over-fertilizing, and over-treating are the biggest causes of lawn problems. Nature has been growing grass for millions of years without our help. Trust the process. Let the lawn do its thing. Give it a high mow, water it deeply once a week, and let the clippings fall. Most of the time, the best course of action is no action. Resist the urge to fix every tiny imperfection. A healthy lawn ecosystem can handle most problems on its own. Being a good lawn owner is more like being a lazy supervisor than a frantic micromanager. So, let's quickly recap these 10 lazy tricks. 1. Mow high. 2. Leave the clippings. 3. Water deeply but infrequently. 4. Embrace a little diversity like clover. 5. Fertilize in the fall, not the spring. 6. Don't death-hatch or aerate unless necessary. 7. Keep your mower blades sharp. 8. Don't fight the shade. 9. Use the right grass type for your climate. And 10. The golden rule, just do less. By following these simple, lazy principles, you'll spend less time, less money, and less effort on your lawn. And the best part, your lawn will be healthier, greener, and more resilient than ever before. You'll have more time to actually enjoy your yard instead of just working on it. That's the real goal, isn't it? Thank you for watching. I hope these tricks help you get the lawn of your dreams with half the work. Subscribe for more tips on how to work smarter, not harder, in your garden.